Aquarius, how are you? Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back. This is your message, which you need to hear. You clicked on this video for a reason. So let's get into it. Okay, Aquarius. First card we have for you is Ten of Pentacles reverse. I feel like you're changing your mind about what it is that you want to do for your future. Like, your future vision is different than what you thought it was, you know, like the things that you thought would be your forever, or the things that you thought would be necessary for you to be happy and content long term. They're just, the things that you want are changing, you know what I mean? They're changing. It's not like it's different now or it's not going to happen. I feel like this is like life is causing you to realize that maybe certain things that you wanted or you thought you wanted weren't really based on who you truly are. We have the Two of Cups, so I feel like you're really connecting with who you are. Like you're becoming more connected with who you are and accepting of who you are. And because of this closer connection you've made with yourself, you are now changing around what you want now, because it's like you're different, so the things around you need to be different. I feel like your long-term goals are now becoming different, you know, and that's okay. And I feel like some of you guys, if you're in a love relationship or you're in a love connection, I feel like that's also impacting it. That's impacting your reason or your decision to change. And it's impacting it positively, so I don't want you to think that this is like a negative influence. It's actually pretty positive what this influence is, because it's really going to balance you out. And it's, you know, it's good for you, okay? It's good for you. So we got the Queen of Swords here. I definitely feel like there's a part of you that is a little hard on yourself. The Queen of Swords energy to me lately has been coming up as like very harsh. I almost don't like dealing with her or seeing her in readings, because just like the energy I'm feeling off of her lately and with you guys, she just seems like a very critical lady, you know? And I feel like maybe there's a critical lady in your life, or a critical person that was integral in your life, that maybe their voice mattered more to you than your voice. And I think you're relearning that. I think you're relearning a new belief system that is much more suited to who you are. And this new belief system that you're learning is causing you to change around what you want. And I'm not sure what that is bringing in, how that is making you feel, why this is even a message. Maybe you don't realize it yet. Maybe this is like a prediction. You'll have to see for who, you know, who you are. You'll have to, you know, it's going to be different reasons for everybody. But yeah, that's just what I see happening. It's definitely growth. Okay, so this is coming because I think that this causes you a little bit of unrest. It does. And it makes you a little bit it makes you kind of, you know, tread carefully. It makes you want to tread lightly and not rush in with all the passion and just move forward. And it's making you not step in the driver's seat and use the tools that are in front of you, because you feel like, I don't know, like this is just so different than what you thought you wanted. It really is. Like, it's really like some of you guys may have created your happily ever after or your long term, and now you're kind of like, oh my god, like now my long term is going to be different. Now my retirement's going to look different than I thought it would be. Or if you're younger in life, then, you know, maybe you always imagined that you would have one life, and actually what's happening is that you're probably going to end up living a different life or getting there in a different way. And it kind of freaks you out a little bit, you know, makes you a little unsettled. The Four of Swords is like kind of unsettled. It doesn't totally sit right with you, and I feel like it's because of this lady here, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, you know, that definitely is you. It's a part of you that just needs some relearning, you know, that just needs to kind of be open to learning new things. I think when the Queen of Swords is resistant towards new knowledge or gets set in her ways because she's hurt or because of whatever reason or the other, then she kind of becomes a menace. But when she's open to learning, and that's when we love her, when she's growing up, when she's open to learning, when she's interested in what she's learning, when she's open to, you know, exploring new territories, then this can be a really remarkable energy to have on your side, because she's a truth finder, she's a truth seeker. But when this is very, you know, you base your whole everything on it, it's kind of hard to move forward, because you need sword energy, air energy to apply action. You need your thoughts to make things happen, and it's like her thoughts are in a different direction than where you're trying to go, and it's causing and making you slightly, it's a very slight unrest that you don't have to deal with. You know what I mean? It can just be a lot smoother than it currently is, or it can feel a lot smoother than it really is. And honestly, I feel like the road you're already on, it's bumpy enough. You don't need, you know, tension within you, even in the slightest way, that would take you off or would slow you down, or even how fast are you trying to go. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're going to get there when you're going to get there, but we're also on a journey of healing self, and this is a part of your healing. Okay, so with side stream we have unnecessary worries. So I feel like you could have a little bit of worry come up this week, or this time around when you're viewing this. You could have some worry possibly around this situation that this Queen of Swords is talking about, whatever this long term is. But your worries are unnecessary. So maybe you are worried about your future. You know, if this is a new relationship and this is somebody that you're wanting to be with long term, or you feel like, oh my God, now I want to, you know, now I want them in my life, and now my long term life, my future is going to look a lot different, you know. And maybe you're worried about certain things that is natural. Especially, I feel like this is a little different. You know what I mean? So, you know, if that's the case, they just want you to know you're worried about nothing, okay? That's not gonna, you know, you don't have to worry about anything grim or dim or messed up happening. You're fine, okay? Like, those worries are unnecessary. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solution. So know that God is like, it probably was the reason why you changed your mind around in the first place. You know, like, you're just being who you really are. Two of Cups is connecting with who you really are. And that's really what you're doing. So why are you worried? You know, it's like, trust. All right? So, you know, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. These readings aren't meant to be long. I don't want to make them long. All right, so thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. I really appreciate you for doing this. All the information you need to know about me is written down below in the description bar. Thank you so much for joining. I wish you the best with this situation here. Let me know what's going on with these readings and what these readings are about. I would honestly love to know, because I just went off an impulse, and I'm letting God work through me, and I wonder what this is supposed to be working on. But yeah, let me know if you want to, if you feel comfortable. But anyways, ciao.